Premature start there today. We had a little premature start. Welcome to the Late Night Radio Show. I am Terry, and that is Taint.
Hello, everyone.
We are I think we're kind of building something kind of valuable here, Taint. I don't know what it is, who it's valuable to.
I think the people can tell.
I think it's pretty exciting. The comments have been really, really cool from you guys. So thank you so much. Maybe it's just the joy of seeing somebody doing what they like and to know that you could actually do something yourself. You know, the joy of creation. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this much bigger than it really is.
No, I mean, how else are you supposed to figure out what you're supposed to do if you don't see the incarnation of that in front of you?
Exactly. But
this is it.
This is it. We got a very busy show today. First of all, we need a slug line for the show, or maybe even a new title. I don't know. We'll get into that here in a second. But first, here's what you can expect tonight. Have you ever sat next to a dead person on a plane? I have, and so have some other people. Also, there's an unexplained find in the dirt in Spain that kind of has us creeped out a little bit. Like to thank Lex for this article here. Plus, of course, we're creating possibly a brand new category out there called the Cringe Binge. We'll explain that. And will the American road trip ever die? And the debut tonight of The Imposters, which we're going to need all of our friends in the chat to help us out. So this will be pretty good today.
And we do have some chat people joining us right now. Patrick and Sean, thank you guys for joining in.
Good to see you guys. Hopefully there's no echo. We're still working on the technical aspect. Once this whole technical thing takes off, I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. That being said, that kind of leads into this. Do you think we need a slug line? Because everybody does, you know.
No, is a slug line like a boiled down, just like your elevator pitch or whatever?
Yeah. The Late Night Radio Show, that doesn't mean anything to anybody. Maybe we change the title to something about being nocturnal, or, you know, the night lives on. I have no idea, but we need some sort of catchphrase that explains, okay, there's a guys that I've listened to before. They are called, what are their names? I forget the name of it. They're really big on the YouTube creator space. It's, what are their names? Anyway, they do their thing is a couple of lifelong friends talking about life for a long time. Lifelong friends. Yeah, that's their thing. Like Sherry, when I was doing the Gang of Two podcast with her, you know, what is it?
A couple of dumbs. No.
What is something about couple dumb from a couple of dumbs.
There you go. That's what it is.
That type of deal. So we need something. There's Taint. There's echo on Taint's end. It says there's echo on your end.
There's echo on my end.
No, please don't do this
again. Why do we suck, guys? Tell us.
Are your headphones plugged into the computer?
No.
Because they said to do that.
Well, I mean, it is it's not plugged into the microphone, which is what they said to not do.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm miserable again.
Let me try some stuff. How about that, people? Anything? Hey. What if I take this down? What if I take that down? Hello.
Gotta work on this. This is just sucky. Let us know if there's an echo on Taint's end. We're still learning about all of this. And like we were talking to Taint and I were talking about this off the air. Taint does have echo. Hello, hello, hello.
I suck. I don't know what to tell you, America. I'm glad you're here enjoying this nice echo with me. Today, I am the most proud man in America for having listeners like you. Hang in there.
Bettina says it's better, but that doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, it's not really
What does
descriptive.
better mean? I am gonna. You see this out. I am actually going to throw myself over the top of this thing.
What if this is this better right here?
Does any of that sound better? Does any of that?
Hello. Yes. Echo on Taint's end.
Is
Okay.
there any echo on there now? Because I turned something down that might have actually been doing it on my end.
Chat, how you feeling that? I thought Terry was on the left for a minute. They say it's better now. The greatest
better now?
day.
Are you sure, guys? Are you sure
What
it's
an
better?
ass whip. Rick, come on, man.
You're all gonna give the chaos. Are you all gonna give out chaos cash? I keep thinking about, we already branded chaos. Maybe we just do chaos where we talk about crazy stuff. Okay, it's not better.
It's not better. Sometimes for being a gamer is echoes when you got something on in the background. Y'all gonna give you Brent, god dang it, y'all. We're trying to make it better.
Sounds like he's in a huge cathedral. That's what Willow says.
Well, Terry, maybe I just better bow out today. My baby is actually in the next room.
Yeah, Tate is doing some sort. We have so much good stuff to talk about today. I almost just say we kick this thing into to Thursday and figure it out.
I hate to do that. I hate to keep doing that, but I will defer to your judgment on this.
It worked with all these exact settings last week. All of these.
I know.
Oh God, I am so pissed off.
Talking on the phone in a bathroom. All right. I love you guys. Late night radio show family. Thank you for joining in.
All right. Thank you, Tate. We'll talk to you in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody what's going on here. All right. Thanks. First of all, he definitely is doing, let me turn this off here. He definitely is babysitting right now. So he was going to probably have to run and go anyway, but I apologize. I know that people are dying right now and laughing their ass off going, you guys can't get your crap together. And you're absolutely right. We can't get our crap together. We're going to figure this whole thing out. The people from Riverside said they were going to help us, but you know what? They're not helping in the time that I want them to help. And the way I figured this, I'm in the process of moving, which is going to be about 3 weeks from now. And I'm going to have a whole new studio set up and everything else like that. This view is going to be gone, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to have a brand new studio. I've got an engineer coming in. My goal was to just keep doing this, work out all the bugs until that day happens. Then we're really going to unleash what this thing is. So there's that. But if you guys want to hang on here for a second, I'll answer your questions or anything like that. So there you go. But I'm going to save all the stuff we were going to talk about to Thursday. Hopefully we'll get this thing worked out by Thursday, and we'll go the same time Thursday night. Our goal is to go Tuesday and Thursdays, and I've got goals of a nightly show. I love doing this. I found that there's a term for what it is that I'm like, and yeah, and you're right. Let's hear Justin here. You're right. I'm going to need a pic of that back. It is a great view that I have. And I'll get some city night vibe because I love doing the night stuff. I love night. But I found that there's a term. Where is it? I wrote it down today for what it is that I am. Or what it is that people like me and people like you. If you ever have something you're fixated on and you just keep doing it and you don't care about the outcome, let me see what it is, what you are. You are autotelic behavior. It's called autotelic behavior. It means that you're going to do something no matter what, no matter if the stream is working, no matter if you give 0 views or not, or 0 listeners or not. It's just something you don't even really have a choice. It's just kind of like, I hate using the word like calling or anything like that. It's just something where you just don't have a choice to do. And I hope everybody can feel this in their life. I've had this in my life forever. I don't know what time in my life when I haven't done it. For example, when I started to do morning radio or radio, Zero money, zero money in it, but I didn't care. I loved every second of it. I just wanted to make enough money for it to be my full-time job. I remember the very first time when I got my first full-time radio job. I was so excited about it. I loved every second of it. My palms would sweat when I walk into the studio. And believe it or not, that still happens sometimes when I walk into studios. I love it so much. I get so excited. And I was doing it for no money. My goal was just to have a job. That was it. Just to work full time. I never thought about buying a house. And I was living in California at the time. Nobody could afford a house in California, especially a guy like me. And so then things started to go well. I'll tell you, I made when I first started to work at Rock 105 in Jacksonville with Lex, they paid me $40,000 a year. And I was the happiest guy in the world. I couldn't believe that I was making $40,000 a year to do this. And then we went number one and they almost doubled that salary. And then we got to a point where we were making just ridiculous amounts of money that I'm not even going to say what it was because I'm embarrassed how much money we made. It was, and just doing the same thing that I was doing for nothing, for free. All of a sudden, they were paying me a lot of money for doing this for the same thing. I couldn't believe it. And then the business changed and, started making less and less and less money. The Lexitary show is, it's weird because Dee and Sarah, they have a salary, but they haven't been able to raise their salary. But Lex's and mine keeps going down and down and down and down. And we're still doing it. We're still doing it because it's autotelic behavior is what I learned today. It's just something you have to do that you absolutely just love doing. And I really hope my hands are sweating right now. I really hope that you guys have this feeling in your life and you catch on to something. I will warn you though. I mean, some people call it passion, but I guess there's a name for it. But I will warn you that it can be debilitating. You will lose friends over it. You will lose relationships over it. It's not an easy thing, but oh man, it's something else. It's absolutely something else. Let's see here. Robert, let's see here. I want to see what he's talking about because I think I've seen this. I've given up on getting my t-shirt. Which t-shirt are you supposed to be getting, Robert? Because I got to take care of this. Which t-shirt are you supposed to be getting? Let's see here. Terry, have you ever listened or heard of Michael Singer? I have not. I have not heard of Michael Singer. How should I know Michael Singer? Please help me out here because I love finding people that just inspire the living hell out of me. Let's see here. Let's see. I do too, and I have. Good. I love it, Dennis. I love it. Yeah, it's it's autotelic behavior. I had to write it down. I don't know how you spell it. I did it, just the way I thought it would be. But because I'm stupid like that. Tell us why, Terry. Because my school was for this, you know. Thank God anybody can do anything now. Now they have, spell check. Anybody can be a writer. Let's see here. Let's go to this. Anything is worth doing and worth failing at. Glad you are doing what you're doing. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's obvious. I talked about it on a previous show where I get a lot of crap, a lot of shit from people that I try different things a lot and I do things. And I started to wonder if there's something wrong with me. At least I now have a title for it. It's autotelic behavior. But I finally gave into it. I don't think it's a bad thing. Doing something you love, don't whether you're making money off of it or not. Would I like to turn this thing into something to where it was making money? Absolutely. That would be fantastic. But that's not the goal. It's never been the goal. It's not. It would be fantastic if it was, but damn, it's just never that. Let's see here. Let's go to Stu. Thank you very much, Stu. Slew. Thanks for being here, buddy. Keith's on listening on YouTube. Still in Seattle. Must be for the hot Andes. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I will say this. This is one of the absolute truths of why we are still in Seattle. First of all, I don't have a lot of say in this. Let's just get that out on the table right now. Let's just get that out there. I do not have a lot of input on, you just do what your wife likes sometimes. You know, I don't want to take her away from her friends. And you know what? I don't want to be away from my friends either. We've made some really good friends here. I made some great friends in Jacksonville. Made very few in Dallas. Very few good friends in Dallas. I don't know why. I just didn't. And we've made some really good friends here. And I don't want to, I think having friends is very important, and having people that inspire you. My friends inspire the living hell out of me. Every one of them is different, but every one of them's the same. Everyone has their own passions and goals and dreams. Some are doctors, some are artists, some people are just funny, some people are kind, and they just do it to the extreme level. And it's really cool. And I get something from them every time I'm with them. It's really neat to go to dinner with your friends and come home energized and absolutely in love with them. And that's hard to leave. That's very, very, very hard to leave. Let's see here. Let's see here. Dennis is saying it is all consuming. It really is being, passionate about something. It's all consuming, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. I can't write where the fuck, but okay. Let's see here. Jason says I can't write worth the fuck, TJ, but I can write code better than most. That's fantastic. What are you finding, Jason, that AI, because I've heard people that AI is writing codes for people now. You could say, hey, I want an app to do this, and then all this code will come up and do it. And I don't even know what code is. I have no idea what that is. Let's see here. Let's go to Robert. Thank you very much, Robert. I love it. And so are you guys. That's kind of why we're here right now. That's kind of why I wanted to do this late night show. And whatever the show is going to be, I love the fact that it's on late night because I feel more creative at night. And it reminds me of a time in my life where I was doing exactly what I just told you about. I just didn't care. And I cared deeply about connecting with people like I do right now. I care deeply about connecting with you guys. I care deeply about doing this and coming up with good things to talk about, some thought provoking stuff, sometimes maybe a little controversial, sometimes just outright silly and funny. But either way, I just want it to be real. And that is why I wanted to do this. And, it's really cool that you guys are here. There may not be 20,000 people here, but who gives a shit? That's not what I never. Here's the thing: all the ones that we posted right now, I have never looked to see how many people have watched or downloaded because it's available in podcast form. It's also available on YouTube. I don't have to go on all these different platforms and add things up. I don't care. I don't care. I care that you're liking it, and I care about your response, which is really cool. So let's see here. Let's see here. Keith is back answering my question. Thank you, Keith. Most of the time, the code that they do is terrible. I will take your word for that. I know the word code. What you do, you writing I get freaky there thinking about that. Oh God, I can't even imagine. Let's see here. Let's go to Robert. Been with you for over 20 years. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. What is Josh saying here? The sexuality is hard to beat right now. There may be some other talk going on about that. Panini Pete. Panini Pete is here. Thank you, Pete. Love you, man. We want to get Pete on this show sometimes. Once we get all the technical stuff worked out. Obviously, if you're just joining us right now, Taint was on. We're ready to go. We had a whole show planned, and he was echoing again. It was echoing again. We got to get this thing fixed. And I appreciate you guys. You guys are well, I don't know what you call them in pod, P1 still. I don't know what you call them, but you guys are definitely here from the start. You're growing with this thing. You're going through all the aches and pains, and you're going to be able to go. I remember when you couldn't even do a show. I remember when you didn't even know what the show was about. I remember all that stuff. Let's see here. I have a pic of a bunch of them if you want. I'm losing this type of thing. I'm losing what's going on here. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. All right. So anyway, guys, if there anything you want to know before we get going on, I really do apologize for what's happening. Hopefully it'll be fixed by Thursday night. Same place, same time. We'll get it going. We have a lot of fun things to talk about. For example, like I talked about at the start, we got a story about dead people on a plane. There's a finding in Spain that is absolutely creepy. It's some jewelry that they found that is made out of something that they can't even explain what it's made out of. Some of them think that some of it was made out of meteorites back in the day. It's unbelievable. Plus, there's a new category that we think we're creating called the cringe binge. We'll get into that. Road trips, and we wanted to debut the imposters tonight, which we will be doing on Thursday night. So there is that. We got Freakville checking in. Terry Don Williams got his his little Trump logo. There you go. Let's see. We got Mike. Tell Sherry hi. I will do that. Sherry's going to be on this show from time to time because we are no longer doing the the gang. What is it? The Gang of Two, a hilarious looking couple of them from a couple of dumbs. We're not doing that right now. It's on hiatus, but Sherry said that she'll come in here and do this with us from time to time when we need some couples advice, or she wants to talk, just somebody wants to talk about cars. I know that her and Taint had talked about doing a car segment where they both talk about cars for a while and take your questions about cars, because both of them know quite a bit about cars and they both have their own little area of expertise. Me, I like a new car I could depend on. I totally appreciate older cars. I totally do. I love it. But on a day-to-day driver, give me something I can count on. There's something about that, you know. Let's go to Brent. There's something about planes this year that I will never fly again. There's something going on out there, and everybody's pointing fingers, you know. I hope that you guys are being like me right now. I hope that a lot of you are finding a way to stay away from a lot of the news, quote unquote news, because it's not news. It's just people telling you what you want to hear, making you feel good for. I don't understand, and I'm not pointing this at any individual, but like baseball players, like if my favorite baseball player, I found out you know, committed some heinous crime. He's not my favorite baseball player anymore. I have the ability to be objective and go, you know what? That person let me down. I am not as much of a fan anymore. They have an opportunity to maybe make it up to me somehow as a fan. They have that opportunity, but more often than not, I just kind of write them off. I get disappointed in people, but in today's day and age, it doesn't matter if it's your favorite sports team or politician or burger. You know, you people just stick with the people they like, even though they proved the burger gives you food poisoning through every third time you go there, or or your baseball team lets you down, or all that kind of stuff. It's crazy, and or your politicians let you down. Those people work for us. We don't work for them. I don't get it. Why are we doing all their dirty work? They should be doing what we kind of voted them in for, you know? And when they let you down, they let you down. But a lot of people don't see it that way. So that's why I've been staying away from a lot of news right now, because you'll hear something in the news right now where your favorite news channel won't tell you something that happened. if it makes their person look bad. They just won't tell you. So there, to you, it just never happened. You didn't even know about it. That's 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 a problem. That's a problem with this world. I don't care if the truth is in your favor or not. I just want the truth. I can handle the truth. Most people can't handle truth. Anyway, but boy, I went on a long run there, didn't I? I apologize. I apologize. Anyway, guys, let's see here. Let's see. Let's go to this. Let's go to James here. The media is just focusing on planes, nothing different. Yeah. Who knows? It depends which one it is. One media outlet will be blaming the president for this. Another media outlet will be blaming a past president for this. Nobody wants to accept responsibility. I will give somebody in my life a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chance if they said, I screwed up. I got to be better. I let you down. I'm so sorry I let you down. Like tonight, I'm so sorry I let you down. Everybody who joined me tonight and me and Taint tonight feel pretty bad about it. But, I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it because I'll be back Thursday to give it another try. Why? Because I have autotelic behavior. That's what we learned today. Let's answer this one. Let's go to Brent. Is baseball rigged like the NFL and WWE? I think basketball, I think the I think NBA is rigged for sure. Absolutely for sure. Baseball, I'm sure that it's rigged. I'm sure that there are some umpires out there that are betting on things. They're testing something new in spring training right now that I've been seeing, and it's where a batter can challenge a ball or a strike, and I like that. When a batter, a lot of these guys know if it's a ball or a strike, and they can challenge whether they do it or not, and I kind of like that. I like these challenges because it's just keeping the sport honest. I love baseball, but I'll be the first, like I talked about. It lets me down sometimes. And they haven't lost me. For a while, they lost me. I'm back. I'm back 90%. I'm back. I'm all, pretty much all in. NFL, not so sure. I don't know how you could rig it, but it does seem like there's things that are going on. My whole deal is that once they allowed gambling in sports, once they allowed all that, that's when everything changes. As we all know, when there's money involved, people do some pretty crappy things. And that's what it is. There you go. Anything else? Let's see here. Would you rather, let's go here. Brendan, would you rather sit next to a dead person on a flight or a ride person? A ride person? I don't understand that. I actually did sit next to a dead person on a plane. And I will talk about that on Thursday's show. I'm not so sure Taint even knows this story. So there you go. Let's go to this. Let's go with this. Dustin, I've been seeing the new automated strike zones as well being tested. What do you think about it? What do you think, Dustin? You like it? I don't have a problem with it personally. I don't know how much it's going to slow down the game. I liked having I actually liked having the pitch clock. Baseball's trying to make things a little more palatable. I like the pitch timer, the pitch clock. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. But I also miss some of the cat and mouse that used to happen, and pitchers and batters getting under each other's nerves. It was fantastic to watch. I like the drama out of all of it. But I also like a speedier game too. So that's tough. Let's get here. Let's try this. Let's see here. Hold on a second here. Judy on Facebook says, totally agree with the gambling. Should never be allowed. Yeah. Once you bring money into anything, once there's money to be made or stolen or manipulated or anything else, we're screwed. Everything gets ruined. And that's tough. Let's go to Brendan again. Brendan, about college sports now. with the NIL crap. It's yeah. I think that the college sports is ruined. I think it's been ruined when I played college basketball, and I don't want to go back to the 1920s or tell us what it's like. But I played when the shorts were short and and the socks were high. Okay, that's how long ago I played. So it's not like I know anything, but the rules were you have to go. You have 5 years to play 4 years. Okay. You could have a red shirt year, which means you could sit out a year if you were injured, but and if you transferred school, here's an example. I played at a junior college that was the number one junior college in the country called Saddleback Junior College at the time. And everybody on that team ended up, most of them were getting their grades up. They were already in Division I schools. They came from UNLV, Marquette, all these places, the one they were really big to play at Saddleback because they couldn't get their grades up. Now nobody cares about grades. And I went from junior college, I got a scholarship offer to go to a Division I school, University of Hawaii. Went out there and they everybody quit on the team in preseason. Everybody quit. The coach was making people run 5 times a day till you threw up. That coach was later sued for some of the stuff that he did. And back then, that was tough to get sued for things like that. And everybody was leaving. And I was like, I'm not going to play on this team anyway. Was just lucky that I got the scholarship. So I decided I was going to go back to California and play college sports on another college team. But I couldn't go from a one Division I school to another Division I school. I wasn't allowed to do that like they are now. You could go every year to a different Division I school. I had to go to a smaller division school and wait it out. So I went to a school called University of Laverne. And I played there and I was, played a lot. I was, sometimes I started. It was fun. It was great. It was so much fun. But then I went to another Division I school after that because of my ego. My ego was I want to go ahead and play some basketball, be on a team that had, that got on airplanes and had their names on their jersey and their games were on TV. And you got to go to the Final Four. And you got all that. All those were options and all those were things. And I was able to do that. But in truth be told, I really wish that I stayed at the University of Laverne. Funny name and all that, but oh my God, it was fun. It was fun. So there you go. Let's see here. Talk about my soap opera days. Well, there's really not much to talk about there, Terry. I got on a soap opera. I'd done quite a few different things that nobody's ever going to see. I was horrible. I remember the first day that I did a soap opera and the soap opera, and I'd never done one before, and I got cast on it. I don't know why I got cast on it, but for some reason they cast me. Ooh, look at this. Sorry. And I got on it, and I realized the very first scene I did, I better take some lessons, and I did it. And lessons were so scary for me. They put me in these weird situations, which I ultimately learned from. But I learned that I was not good, but it was fun. It was fun to do. I enjoyed it. It's fun to have on your resume. Um, I wish I was fearless like that again, to where I would do it. I always often talk about how I'm going to start acting again when I'm 70. Tomorrow. No, when I'm 70 years old, I keep thinking, why not? Why not give it a try? Hopefully I'll have enough money by then, and all the worry and stress of not being, having to do it for money is out of it. Because that ruins a good time. Money ruins a good time. We learned that today, didn't we? Let's see here. Let's go to Brendan again. Lex is going to be mad. Florida lost to Georgia in basketball, but they came back and should have won it. Go Gators. Yeah. The Gators, that's a good team. That's a good team. See, I love talking sports. It's a lot of fun. Let's see here. I want a saddlebag t-shirt. No, it's Saddleback was the name of it. Saddleback, Saddleback, Saddleback. Yeah. So there it is. There's Bettina saying, "Oh yes, Santa Barbara." Do you want to see you guys want to see a picture of me on the from the soap opera days? Let me try to get one of these up here. Let me see if I got it. I think I got one on my phone. I could show it to you. This is the day. This is the soap opera guy. This is the soap star. Where am I? Where am I? Photos. Photos. Is it that important? No, I don't think it's that important to find this. Do it, does it? All right, it's not because I don't know where it is. And you know what? It'd be pretty damn embarrassing if I had it right there at my fingertips, wouldn't it? Oh, here it is. Like I show it to everybody. Look at me when I was young, when I looked like Rick Springfield. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's go to Brendan again. Is your Wi-Fi bad? You're getting some buzzy voices on my end. Has anyone else heard that? Just an FYI. It could be this microphone, but I have fiber in this building. It's very fast. So it's not, yeah, I'm not even really dealing with internet that much. Let's see here. Give us a take from your soap opera. I've got video of it somewhere of a couple of episodes that I was on, but I mean, it was just, just dumb. It was just a dumb thing. It was a lot of fun. And believe it or not, it kind of, you know, I kind of was able to play it in to get laid a couple times. You know, I went for all the girls that had no values. They didn't care about a guy that, that was kind to them or treated them right or had goals and dreams. No, I was on a soap opera. I'm spreading my legs for the guy just because I devalue myself just like this guy does. Let's go to this. Let's go to this one right here. This is an interesting call here. Dennis, you guys are still lost, but you still lost me when you moved to the West Coast. You know what? I will admit that it got a little different, but all of radio got different at that time. And it's not like I'm trying to justify it. I had to do it. I had to move. It wasn't a choice. And then it started to work. And, I just went with it. And now there are shows that have, I will tell you this, most popular radio shows out there, say they have 4 or 5 different people on the show. There are shows where every one of them's in a different city. It's crazy. Technology. And here I am saying technology is great, but we couldn't have Tane on tonight because there was echo. It sounds like my mic is about to eat me. Let's try this mic. Let's check this one out. This might be might just be a shitty mic. Hang on. All right. Let me try this mic. How's this one working? Is this better? Is that microphone any better? Probably just as bad microphone. I probably just have once again, I don't know anything about these. I've had people turn on my microphone this is the microphone that I use on Lex and Terry. Is this any better? Let's see here. Is Baba Army headquarters more? I don't know. I don't think so. We are still on a bunch of radio stations and Bubba's not. Bubba and I get along where we've become friends over the years. We message each other, we talk, there's none of that animosity there anymore. This microphone working better? Does anybody see that thing floating behind him occasionally? You're fucking with me. Don't mess with me like that, man. Don't do that, James. Please tell me if this mic is working better. I don't like this microphone because when you're doing something on camera, this thing just takes up the whole screen. It just takes up the whole deal. But it's fun to hide behind. There's that. All right, anybody else? Anybody else have anything? Thanks to everybody, by the way, who's on Twitch. Thanks to everybody who's on YouTube. Thanks to everybody who's on Facebook. If you're just tuning in, I apologize that tonight's show did not really get off the ground. It was echoing again, and I have no idea why that happened. And I'm so excited about getting all of this done and right, and everything's all locked in and ready to go. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. Let's see here. People are saying, let's see here. People are saying, thank you. Thank you, Bettina. Thanks for letting me know it's much better. We appreciate that. All right. Well, maybe this is what I use from now on. Son of a bitch. Nothing's working right. Rather, let's see here. Let's go with this. Brendan, once again, let's go. Where is it? Where is it? What happened? There we go. There you go. See, I'm not afraid to take your crap. I'm not afraid. Monroe, Louisiana, check it in. I love it there. Thank you, man, for being here. I really appreciate it. Mike flamed out again. Son of a bitch. Really? Is that working any better? Because I can't hear it in my son of a bitch. All right, guys. Now I'm bummed. Okay, I'm officially bummed. Son of a bitch. Look at this. Oh, I just heard that. I just heard that right then. Okay, what does this mean? From Podcast Media. Mike again, Podcast Media, maybe you could help me. Maybe you could help me figure all this crap out because it's getting a little sucky around here. Here I've been promoting these people called Riverside FM, which is what I'm on right now. Been promoting it because some of the ideas that they have and some of the technology that's coming up gets me so excited. But I've watched 57,000 YouTube videos about how to make sure that Tate stuff, and I'm hearing him in the headphones and you guys are hearing him and there's no echoey stuff and all that. I have watched every video there is. I've contacted the people. I've gone back and forth with people on chat. I want to hire somebody. I want to hire somebody who knows all about Riverside FM. And I've even reached out to them. Can I hire you to walk me through this and help me set this up so it's always going to work? And I still haven't heard back from them. So there you go. Let's try one final thing here. Let's see if anybody else has anything they want to talk about. Then I'm just going to get out of here because, basically we're just spending time with each other. Let's see here. Can I watch Lexitary on YouTube live? That's something that I talked to the guys about today. And the only way to be able to do that I know of is through this platform that I'm using now. I'm not about to subject Lexitary listeners and the Lexitary crew to this painful process that we're all going through right now with the bad stuff. So there you go. Talk right into the mic and see if I'm right. What do you want me to do? I do not have a smartwatch on. Talk right into the mic. Hello, 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 hello. Should I be back further or right on it? Back further or right on it? Tell me. Let's go to Bettina here. When is Jane coming on the show? Jane Asher will be coming on the show as soon as I figure out how all this works. She was going to come on much earlier, but all of my guests, I've got some great guests lined up. We have some great guests lined up for this show. And I've had to push them all back until all of the technological stuff is worked out because I do not want to bring a guest on, whether it's a celebrity guest or a friend guest, and have them go through this and go, sorry, I don't want to waste people's times. So there's that. Let's see here. Let's go. This stream is always getting updates. There will always be something to tweak. That's true. That's a good point, Tony. I appreciate that. And that's one of the fun things. I love streaming. This is so fun to me just to be able to connect with you guys and talk and answer questions. I'd do this. I have another idea that I want. I'm not going to say it. Just what you, I actually heard your guys' eyes roll. Oh God. Anyway, guys, have a great night. It's already been on here for 45 minutes. And I really appreciate you helping me out, helping Taint out. And we'll be back Thursday to try it again. Okay. We will get that going. But I will talk to you guys a little later. Have a sweet night. Rest well. And we'll talk to you on Lex and Terry tomorrow morning, guys. Thanks.